Okay, how to stop while you're leaned over, how to stop mid-turn, whatever you want to call it. This is something that is going to save you, and it's going to save you, it's going to save your bike, and I promise you this is something that every beginner should know and should go play with in a parking lot. This isn't something you're going to go spend hours doing, but it's a reaction to a bike that you need to understand because it will save you. MSF, I know, tells people you never touch your front brake in a turn. They're idiots. Don't listen to them. The impression I get from everyone who goes to MSF is if you ask a question, hey, what if I need to stop mid-turn? They tell you, your only option is to die, or just run it off the side of the road and pray you don't die. They basically dismiss the question. They act like it's not possible, or you're a fool for asking, because why would you ever need to stop while you're turning? Dumb. So, if you live in an area with a lot of merge lanes, if you live in an area with a lot of blind turns and driveways, if you live in an area with a lot of wildlife and just people traffic and just anything that you are unable to see, this is where this applies. Or unforeseen circumstances like with yield lanes. What happens a lot, one of the most dangerous things on the planet, if you ask me, is a handicap tag in a merge or yield lane. God knows what they're going to do. There could be no one coming for 3 miles and they're still going to slam the brake. They're going to be halfway through it and then decide, wait a minute, what if I missed them? And they just slam it. So this is for those scenarios. What happens when you are leaned over and you need to stop is that you're going to use your front brake. You're not going to touch your rear brake. Your rear brake and front brake are going to work in tandem. When you are more advanced, when you better understand suspension and your bike's limits, but you're not going to be watching this video. So if you clicked on this, you probably shouldn't be touching your rear while doing this. So for the purpose of this, front brake only. And what you need to understand as you are going through this is that while you're leaned over, the second you start slowing down your bike, it's going to want to stand up. No matter how you do it, even if and you'll learn this doing slow speed stuff, is when you slow down, the handlebar, if you're going fast enough, say 10-ish, it's going to want to stabilize. It's going to straight. So it's going to do the same thing at speed when you're leaned over if the tire has grip. There's the big key. If you lose grip on that front tire, it's going to wash out. That's what causes a lot of low sides, where a lot of people, and it's really not that common. Most of the time that's a throttle thing, but it does happen. Mid-turn, uh-oh deer, uh-oh turtle, uh-oh grandma. Slam the front brake, wash out the front, they go down. It's pretty hard to do. It's pretty uncommon. So I've come to the world's worst parking lot that is as much gravel as it is asphalt and as much dirt as it is anything. It's really, I don't think videos properly show how bad this parking lot is. But to hopefully make you feel a little better, I am in a parking lot that I promise, unless you are in a pile of gravel, worse than yours. So, right, we're going to be going, and what we're going to do, and what we need to understand how the bike's going to react, is we're going to touch the front brake, and it's going to stand up. And we're going to do this real slowly to start. Real slowly. There's no point in, just gunning it right to go. So, we're turning, we stand it up. Front brake only. Right? Turning, stand it up. I'm not doing anything to fight the inputs. The only thing that I'm doing, touching the front brake and letting the handlebars go where they want to go. If you fight the inputs, this will also cause, potentially, you to wash out your front. Because if I go, if I'm pushing to go left and I just slam it, The handlebar is not happy about that. The bike's geometry is not happy about this little crooked angle I got, and then trying to go, wreck. So, the bike's going to stand up. The handlebars are going to go straight when you start slowing down. So, off, stand. And then if you go around here, off, stand. Off, stand. Off, stand. That's it. And going real slow like this, you'll get an idea of how the bike's going to dive and how uncomfortable it feels with the handlebars turned, and then how much it's going to stand you up. So now once we've got that down, we'll go same speed, but we're going to come in and we're going to stop harder. You can go again. Hopefully not die in this parking lot. And stop again. Beep. That's it. Of course, the faster you're going and the harder you hit the brake, the more violent that stand is. And this is where learning to progressively use inputs on a bike is very important. But that's a discussion for later. So, all we're going to do, turn, stop. Not touching the rear. We're leaned, we're going over gravel. Alright, we're lean. We're done. We're going to, we're going up the road, going to buy cookies, whatever. We check merge lane, she's clear. Oh shit, grandma decided to punch it. We're going around the mountains. We're having a good day, cruising and circling around. And then a herd of turtles shows up. Knowing that you're able to stop mid-turn is so important to being able to drive a bike effectively and comfortably and safely, that it's really a shame that MSF tells people that you just can't. It really is. There's no reason for it. So, here, let's go. Let's get some speed. So here's a better turn. Oh no, right? It's going to stand it up and it's going to go straight. It's that easy. If you understand that, you're pretty much golden.